Welcome to our winter solstice flow. Winter solstice is the darkest day of the year and the start of winter. Technically, the solstice is at a specific moment in time when the South Pole is pointing directly at the sun. This year that is happening on Monday, December 21st at 5:03 a.m. Eastern Time. So we could hibernate like bears and be sad with a few hours of daylight, or we can honor the rising winter sun. We are going to take the second option, honoring the rising winter sun. If you can, have the top of your mat face eastward, as that is where the sun rises every day. Our practice will be a little bit swifter, focusing on a lot of sun salutations. Be sure to use your breath as your guide and go at your own pace. We'll get started on our backs. Lying down on your mat, bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees come out wide. Your arms could be down by your sides, or if you'd like a little chest opener, bend the elbows, let the backs of your palms touch the mat, and the elbows are lined up with the shoulders. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you soften your gaze. Just take a moment to notice how you showed up today. Bring some attention to your breath. Notice the rising and falling of your chest and your belly with each inhale and exhale. Start to lengthen your breath, inhaling deep into the nose and exhale through the nose. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale just as deeply. Start to find that rhythmic breath. If you can, maybe find that little constriction in the back of your throat. Sounds a little like the ocean waves. Try to keep that even breathing throughout your practice. Take your hands to the outsides of your thighs just to help bring the knees closer together. Feet are flat on the mat. Let's inhale, draw the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Start to feel a stretch in that right hip, the left hip flexor. Go ahead and switch, drawing the left knee in this time, extend the right leg out. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, drawing the right knee in while the left leg extends. Exhale, draw the left knee in, right leg out. Inhale, right knee in, left leg extends. Exhale, switch. One more time. Right leg in, big inhale. Left leg in, big exhale. Inhale, extend both legs long. Reach the arms up overhead. Full body stretch. Exhale, hug the knees in. Lift your head so the nose comes towards the knees. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Inhale, dropping the feet, dropping the head, hands down by your side. Exhale, drop the knees to the right, little twists. Inhale, knees come up. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale, knees come up, hips press up, bridge pose. Exhale, lower down, hug the knees and nose together one more time. Inhale, dropping the feet, dropping the head. We'll do that a few more times. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Moving a little faster with your breath. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, lift the hips. Exhale, lower, squeeze into that ball. Inhale, drop the feet, drop the head. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, lift them. Exhale, drop them. Last round. Inhale, knees up, hips up. Exhale, lower, drawing the knees and nose together. Inhale, drop the head, drop the feet. Pausing for a few breaths. Let's draw those knees into your chest, taking little rocks side to side. Then start taking rocks forward and backwards. We're going to see if we can rock and roll ourselves all the way up to standing. And when you make it up to standing, I couldn't do it, fold forward at the top of your mat. Bring the feet hips width apart. Let your arms dangle down. Maybe shaking the head yes and no. Softening the knees. Starting to feel those hamstrings. We haven't really done much to stretch them out, so they're probably still really tight. If you grab those opposite elbows, let the hands come down towards the mat. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, flatten the back. Crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Maybe you gaze between the fingers. Exhale, press the hands together, drawing them down towards heart center. Stepping closer to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Grab the left wrist, bend to the right side. We're going to do a few Surya Namaskar A's with some side bends at the beginning. Inhale, back through center. Grabbing the right wrist, bending over to the left. Stretching the right side of the body. Inhale, reaching the fingertips high, look up. Exhale, soften the knees, fold forward, hands down towards the ground. Inhale, slide those hands up the shins, flatten the back. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping your feet back. Right foot back, left foot back. For this first one, let's drop down onto our knees, untuck the toes, lower down onto your bellies. Keep the hands under your shoulders. Start to straighten the arms a little bit, expanding through the chest and the collarbones. Tucking the toes, pressing yourself through tabletop if you like that. And hips come high, downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog, it's an upside down V shape. Fingertips spread wide, palms pressing down into the ground. Also trying to get the heels down towards the ground. Tailbone reaching up and back. Chest pressing towards the thighs. Inhale, look between your hands, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms high to the sky. Exhale, press the palms together, hands come to heart center. That was one. We'll do two more just like that. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, grabbing the wrist, bending right. We're going a little faster, following your breath. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, reach, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hands come down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping the feet back. This time, maybe you keep the knees up. Let's still lower all the way down onto our bellies. Hands stay under the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the arms, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck the toes. Again, maybe you come through tabletop. Hips come high to the sky. Downward facing dog, pausing for 3 breaths. Maybe bending the knees here. Just doing what feels right in your downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Exhale, step all the way forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, sweep the arms up. Press the palms together, bring them down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms high. Starting with the side bends, first to the right. Inhale and reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, look up, maybe a little back bend as we start to warm up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step the feet back. Bending the elbows, keeping them in by your sides. Maybe this time you only lower halfway down. Flip onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, straighten the arms. Upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, hips come up. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. We'll switch to a version now of Surya Namaskar B. Bend the knees, the hips come low, reach the arms up overhead, chair pose. Let's hold this one a little bit longer first. Start to warming up the thighs. Sinking a little bit lower, weights in the heels of your feet. Maybe you wiggle the toes. One more big inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, plant those hands, stepping back. Taking a VInyasa, lowering yourself halfway or all the way down. Find a back bend, upward facing dog or cobra. Hips come high, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards your nose, round the spine, cheetah pose. Inhale, extend the leg high, 3-point. Exhale, look between the thumbs, step your foot there, spin the blade of the left foot down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, warrior 1. We're going to go a little bit slower this first time. Keep a nice bend in that front leg, firmly pressing down into the outside blade of that left foot. Exhale, hands come down. Step the foot back. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips come high, downward facing dog. We don't pause yet. We do the left side. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, draw the knee and nose together, round the spine. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, step forward. Spin the blade of the right foot down. Inhale, arms are reaching up. Sinking low into that front leg. Letting the shoulders come away from the ears. You need to widen the arms a little bit. Widen the arms out a little bit. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your foot back. We'll be doing a lot of these vinyasas. If you don't want to do them, you are always welcome to skip them. This time we pause for those 3 breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump or step, top of mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reach the arms up overhead, chair pose. Exhale, up to standing, hands to heart center. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead while you bend the knees. Exhale, fold forward. We're up to tempo with our breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step or jump back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Immediately lift the right leg high. Exhale, knee and nose together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it forward, warrior one. Spin the blade of that back foot down. Front knee is deeply bent. Gaze up for a second. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping the foot back. Vinyasa. Again, we're not rushing, we're following our breath. Once we get to down dog, float the left leg up. Squeeze the knee and nose together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Left foot comes back. Vinyasa. This time when we get to down dog, we get to pause for those 3 breaths. If you lost the breath, see if you can come on back to it. Yoga is all about the breathing. If we're not focusing on our breath, we're just doing any other type of exercise. Looking to the top of the mat. Big step forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, reaching the arms up high, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. 1 more time. Bend the knees, reach the arms up, squeeze those thighs together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump back. Find your vinyasa. Hopefully you're moving into that flow state. Lifting the right leg, squeeze the knee and nose together. Inhale it up. Exhale, step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Step your foot back, chaturanga. Back bend. Down dog. Last time, left side, lift it up. Squeeze it in. Lift again. Step forward. Warrior one. Plant the hands. Step it back. Find a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Maybe we take a quick break in child's pose, dropping down onto your knees, letting them come wide, big toes to touch. Sink the hips back over your heels. Extend your arms out long. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat. Coming back to that breath. We always come back to the breath. Shifting forward to tabletop, tuck the toes, let those hips come up, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, come forward. You need to finish this one up. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, reach the arms up overhead. Let's add a little extra to it though. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's twist over to the right. Maybe you hook that elbow outside the thigh. Still keeping the hips down low. Come back through center, no break yet. Twist over to the left side. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale through the center. And stand up tall. Hands come to your heart. Nice job. Just feeling your feet evenly planted on the ground. Noticing your breath. We're moving into a different series. So again, coming into the even inhales and exhales, we want that to be ready and available when we start to flow again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping the feet back. Take a vinyasa. Exhale, hips are high to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting that right leg up again, 3-point. Exhale, go ahead and tap that knee to the back of the right tricep. Inhale, extend up high. Exhale, step your foot forward. Spin the blade of the back foot all the way down. We're rising up for warrior two. So tee out the arms, right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Think about drawing the shoulders together, opening up through the chest. Exhale, windmill the left hand down to the ground. The right hand travels up. Lift the back heel up. So we're in a revolve side angle. Your left ribs are down, right ribs are up. Chest is facing towards the right side. Exhale, dropping the right hand down. Start to shift the weight into your right foot. See if you can inhale the left knee up. Come all the way up to standing for Stork Pose. Flexing that left foot. And if you can't do it, it's no big deal. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Extend the left leg back. Fingertips reaching in front of you. Warrior three. Think about finding that little up dog or cobra in your chest. Start to bend the right leg a little bit. Land the left foot to the back of the mat. Turn your toes to the left. Inhale, reach it up high, star pose. Exhale, fold it forward, wide-legged fold. We'll take a little break here. Walking your hands so that the palms are lined up with the heels of your feet. Fingertips facing the same way as your toes. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, bend the elbows. See if you can get the head closer to the ground. Allow the hands to come under the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat. We're framing the left foot. So all 10 toes facing the back now. Inhale, reach the arms high to the sky. Crescent lunge. Squeeze the thighs together. The back knee is lifted. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Take a twist over to the right side. Maybe you hook that elbow outside your thigh. Breathing here. If you need to drop the back knee down, drop the back knee down. Inhale, come back through center, arms reach up. See if you can step that back foot to meet the left one, sinking down low into a chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping it back, taking a vinyasa. We are facing the back of the mat now. Once your hips come up and back, lifting the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, tapping the knee towards the tricep. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, step your foot forward, switch the left ones forward, spin the blade of the right foot down. Windmill the arms open, rising up for warrior two. So this is a little bit of a hip opener. You have that left hip tracking so that the hip opens there. And then you have the blade of that right foot pressing down, also helping with a little opening. Keeping a deep bend in that front leg. We're going to go through this all one more time, but this time it's slower. Exhale, windmill the right hand down, left hand travels up. That back heel is lifted. Your gaze is over to the left side. Dropping the left hand down, shifting the weight into the left leg. See if you can draw the right knee in. Come all the way up to standing, flexing the foot. If you had to tap the foot down on the ground first, it's no big deal. And slowly extend the leg behind you, lowering your chest down towards the ground, making a big letter T with your body. Bending the left knee a little bit so that right leg can land, turning all 10 toes to the right. Star pose, lift the arms up high. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground. Let's go ahead and bend one knee and then the other. Stretching out the inner thighs. If you want, maybe you walk the hands to one foot while you bend that knee. And then over to the other side. Let's do that one more time, bending each knee. Coming back through center, hands are under your shoulders. Inhale, lifting halfway, look up. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands to frame the right foot. So we're facing the front of the mat again. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, reach the arms high to the sky, crescent lunge. See if you can straighten that back leg a little bit. See if you can go ahead and bend the front knee a little bit more. Press the hands together at heart center, twisting over to the right. Maybe you hook that elbow outside the thigh. Again, if you want to drop the back knee, you could always drop the back knee. Unwind. Inhale, reach the arms up. Step the left foot forward to meet the right one, sinking down into a chair. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands down, stepping it back. Take a vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Let's pause here for a few extra breaths. We will go through that whole series again, but we will pick up the tempo, so it will be one breath, one movement. Knowing that your breath is different than my breath, so you may be going faster or slower than me. When you're ready, inhale, reach that right leg high. Exhale, tap the knee to the back of the tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hand down. Find that twist. Inhale, shift the weight into that right leg. Ooh, we're going to try to stand up, stork pose. Exhale, fly your warrior three. Inhale, star, turning towards the left. Exhale, fold. No rest here though, so walk your hands over to the left. Inhale, right into that crescent. Exhale, hands to your heart, twist to the left. Maybe you hook that elbow outside the thigh. Inhale, unwind, step the right foot forward, sink it down low in the chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, vinyasa. Following the breath, always following the breath. Left side when you're ready, lift the leg up. Exhale, tap the knee to tricep. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, step. Inhale, teeing out those arms, warrior two. Exhale, windmill it down and twist. Inhale, finding that balance, stork pose. Flex the foot. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, turn to the side, star pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, turn towards the front. Reach those arms high, crescent lunge. We're almost done here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up, step forward, chair pose. Nice job. Exhale, fold. We'll pause here. Bring the feet hips distance apart. Grabbing your big toes with your peace sign fingers. So your first two fingers and your thumb. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bringing those elbows out to the sides.
Maybe bending the knees a little if you need to bend the knees. See if you can draw your head closer to the ground. If you need to take a cleansing breath, maybe you inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Maybe shake the head yes and no if that feels good. Wherever you're at, releasing your mind. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Sweep the arms all the way up high to the sky. Maybe a nice back bend here now that you're warm. Exhale, press the palms together at heart center. Pausing for a moment, facing the way the sun rises. Even if it's dark, maybe feeling the sun on your face. Feeling what it would be like if the sun was bright and rising up into the sky. Welcoming the warmth. Your eyes are closed. Slowly blink them open. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, melting forward, hands down towards the ground. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant those hands, step the feet back. We are pausing here in a high plank. We just felt the sun warming our face. Now we're going to feel the plank warming our bellies. So squeezing the abdominals in. We want one nice long line from the back of your head, so back of the head here, all the way down to the heels of your feet. No drooping, no reaching up. So one nice long line like you're a board. Coming down onto the forearms. Still breathing. We don't want to hold our breath when we hold challenging poses. And coming back up onto the hands. Remember when we were doing those little knee to tricep taps? We'll do that here. So see if you can tap the knee out to the tricep just a couple times each side. Slow and controlled. Tapping left. Tapping right. One more time each side. Tapping left. Tapping right. Go ahead and drop the knees down and lower onto your bellies. Taking a break for a moment. Maybe regrouping your breath. I dropped my microphone. Maybe one hand is on top of the other, forehead on your hands. Bring the arms down by your sides, palms facing up. We'll do a few back bends here. Start by lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now lifting the legs. So squeezing the legs, squeeze every bit of the leg. This is a locust pose. Your gaze is not straight down, but slightly forward. You don't want your head lifted and cranking. So lengthen the neck. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower down, resting on one ear. Maybe bending the knees, letting the legs windshield wiper side to side. We'll do that 2 more times. Maybe this time you interlace the hands behind your back. Start to lift the chest, lifting the legs, squeezing everything together. Still breathing. Another challenging pose. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower. Release the bind if you took it. Maybe resting on the opposite ear. Maybe bending the knees, windshield wipering the legs. We'll do that 1 more time. If you like the first version or second version, go ahead and do that again. Maybe this time you go for a full bow, bending the knees, reaching back for your ankles or feet. If you're taking full bow, think about pulling the feet away from your body. And when you do that, it lifts your chest up. Again, breathing. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more inhale. Exhale with control. Releasing the legs down, not flinging them. Hands come under the shoulders. Let's press ourselves up. Tabletop. Knees come wide. Big toes to touch. Child's pose. Bringing the forehead down towards the mat. If you prefer a deeper stretch on the low back, bring the knees closer together under your body. If you do that, maybe the hands come back towards your feet. Maybe it's the crown of your head resting down on the ground. We'll start to slow down the practice. See if you can regain control of your breath if you lost it through any of those challenging poses. Coming into a tabletop shape, hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Extend the right leg high to the sky, 3-point. Bring the knee in behind the wrist, let it land. The shin will come kind of parallel with the mat. So the right foot is out towards the left side of the mat. Start to straighten the left leg, bringing it long. We're setting up for a pigeon pose. Maybe you stay right here, upright. If this is really intense and you prefer to take figure 4 on your back, you could always lay on your back and then go ahead and cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Option to maybe walk your hands or forearms forward. The only thing I ask is that right knee, and you can't see it as much here, you want the right knee to be outside of your torso. So see, my knee is outside the torso. I do not want the knee under my torso. I don't want to put any pressure on it. So we want it outside. And yes, we're holding this for a little bit longer than usual since we are stretching into that hip, getting more of a deeper type of sensation. We'll stay here a few more breaths. If you fold it forward, bringing the hands on the mat, sitting it up. Then tuck the back toes. Try to come out of it the way you came in. Extending the leg, downward facing dog. Maybe bending one knee, then the other. Maybe you bend the left knee a little bit longer. Get that sensation on the right hip. Coming back to a neutral dog. Extend the left leg up. And bringing the knee behind the wrist. The left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Extending that right leg straight. Settle in just for a moment. Notice how your hips feel. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you come onto the forearms. If you came onto the forearms, pressing back into your hands, pausing for a moment. Tucking the back toes, lifting the hips up. Last downward facing dog of the practice. Again, maybe you're bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you pause with that right knee bent, stretching out that left hip. If you prefer to come down to tabletop and maybe take some stretches here for those hips, you do that as well. Make your way to seated, extending the legs out long in front of you. Straightening the legs as best as you can, maybe rocking side to side, sitting evenly on the sits bones.
Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for the feet, the ankles, the shins, wherever your hands may land, making it active at first, so hinging forward at the hips. When you're ready, maybe you round the spine, let the head hang down. If you feel like you're gripping onto your legs, you can let the hands just fall down onto the ground next to the legs. Bending the knees if you need to bend the knees a little bit to release the hamstrings. And slowly rise up. Bringing your feet flat on the mat, we'll roll down onto our backs. Maybe hugging the knees into your chest, rocking it side to side. Allowing both knees to fall to the right. Maybe you extend the left arm out at shoulder height. Maybe you gaze over at the fingertips. That right hand can rest on top of the left leg. Maybe you straighten the left leg, still keeping the knees stacked on top of one another. You can straighten that top leg, deepening the twist just a little bit. If you straighten that top leg, go ahead and bend it, lifting both knees up through center, drawing them into your chest, letting them fall over to the left side. Maybe you extend that right arm out at shoulder height. Maybe you gaze over at the feet. Options, left hand can lightly press on top of the right leg. Maybe you extend the right leg straight. You straighten that top leg, go ahead and bend it. Drawing the knees up, squeezing them in one more time, rocking side to side. Draw the knees in more towards the armpits. Reach for the outside blades of the feet, bottom of the feet, point up towards the sky. Happy baby. If you prefer shoulder stand, you could take shoulder stand. Happy babies, rocking it side to side. Or maybe you don't rock it side to side. Maybe you stay in a static position. Maybe you wiggle the toes. Maybe you straighten one leg up. Rebend the knee, straighten the other leg up. If there are any final movements you would like before our Shavasana, go ahead and take those now. When you're ready, let's squeeze those knees into our chest. Big inhale in. And then exhale. Go ahead and draw the knee and nose together. Holding it here. Taking one more big inhale. Pause at the top of your inhale. See if you can sip in a little more air. And hold it. And exhale, release, and let it all go. Extend the legs out long, bringing them wide, bringing them mats width apart or wider. Let your toes fall out to the sides, palms facing up. Maybe you're closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Allowing your mind and body to enjoy the next few minutes of rest. And slowly bring some awareness back to your body. Inviting small movements into your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Maybe rocking your head side to side. Reaching the arms overhead, full body stretch one more time. And drawing one knee in and then the other. And rolling onto your favorite side. Just using that as a transition up to a seated position. Once you arrive in that comfortable seat, maybe closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Allowing the backs of our hands to rest on our knees, palms facing up. Receiving the sun, receiving the energy we created, feeling it all around us. One last time, feeling that sun shining on our face, shining on our body, providing us warmth and light. And pressing our palms together at heart center. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to guide you through your practice. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. You bring your hands up to third eye center and bow to each other. Namaste.